That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes offense will take the field first. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
Hey, man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, the ability to be physical and keep him clean and keep him protected where he can do his work is the reason why this team is successful, Jesse. I bet you wish you had a line like that.
No question about it. And this defense, they've got their work cut out for them because they know they somehow, some way have got to be able to get home to the quarterback and try and affect him. But that is easier said than done against this offensive line. They play as a cohesive unit. You don't see a lot of mental assignment errors. You don't see a lot of busts up front. They're able to keep this quarterback standing up. If they can do that today, it's going to be a long one for this defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Right back to it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Pressure coming. He's got him. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They're going to test the right side with this one. Makes it past the marker. Might have a chance. All the way! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hoosiers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. You should see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Bringing the heat. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
when you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal.
Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll start this drive from the 42. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Stepping to the right. Pulls it in. It's Roberts. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll try it over the left side. Maybe a crease. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Unloads to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Running inside. It's Richard. He's there to make the stop.
And so far early in this game, and you've got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and then stopping the run. You can tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but he was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Delayed handoff. It's Richard. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Beebe. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? On the run, it's Beebe. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Ready? Wide 53. Wide 53. Wide 80 go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here we go. Ready? Wide 80. Wide 80 go.
They'll run it to the right side. Still on his feet at the 35. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has. And he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Say it. They're working that left side. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Fakes to grab. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
14, go, go.
Using his legs, it's Rodgers. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Say it. Rush is on him. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Hoosiers take their first time out. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Running inside, it's Beebe. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first.
Caught, and he's got room. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Indiana! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your...
There he goes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. On the run, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He might want another play. Throwing, say it. Here's a heat. And they got it. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime up. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, I did catch up with Coach Cignetti coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys, and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense. Fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Here's Sayin to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
To the air, it's Sayin. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Open on the left side is Smith. Touchdown! Buckeye! And the pummeling has started.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next one.
They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. He'll get rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Beebe.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Snagged out of the air. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. The give on the option. Spins away from the defender. There's some room. Still on his feet. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. From the gun. Makes the grab on the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They'll run play action. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they trailed 35-17. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 15, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They go right back to him, and they'll knock him down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. So 1st down will open up the final period. Here's a little room there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll give it to him again. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rodgers. At the 20, he's got space. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Gonna run it. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey, guys, checking in from the Indiana sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
All right, Holly.
Blue 30, motion. Straight on the end.
Running to the left. Makes one man miss. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go right back to the run. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Running inside. It's Beebe. There's a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards. Another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Got his man downfield. Makes the catch, and he's free. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Beebe. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes. And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Ready, go!
Got room to work. Could be an alley. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. On the ground, it's Rodgers. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.